Come make me tell you about the things them way I want, sir. Back in the days when the dancehall used to warm, sir. When Clinton Lindsay used to bust them, make them go on, sir. Whole heap of artists Clinton bring come up America. Some never know say Clinton Lindsay a promoter. Bring up the biggest set of artists from Jamaica. Like Super Cat and Mr. Early be the doctor. Whole heap of artists over them me can't remember. Who can remember when them used to keep Jamaica? The kind of show that used to give out no for water. To reggae artists around the world and from Jamaica. New York City where him used to do the radio.
Oh, hi, welcome. Welcome back to Reflections with Clinton and Lindsay. And of course, every time we do Reflections, we try to get the best guest in the house. And today's guest, second time, but the first time was on Zoom. And now I have him live in the studio for this segment of Reflections. Before we get to today's guest, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we go straight to our special guest today.
This is Nigel Blair from BMG Tax and Accounting Services. Whether you're a small business owner, a manager at a medium-sized corporation, or a self-employed freelancer, the team at BMG Tax and Accounting Services is here for you. We offer comprehensive bookkeeping and tax services designed to keep your finances in check. Keeping track of your finances takes a fair amount of time, energy, and patience, and you probably have a lot of other things on your plate. So don't struggle to keep up with all that number crunching and paperwork. Our bookkeeping services are designed to make your life easier so you can focus on what you do best. At BMG, we're dedicated to client satisfaction and we're prepared to go the extra miles to earn your business and trust. We pride ourselves on attention to detail in all that we do, and we're ready to put our skills and knowledge to work for you. For more information about our services or to schedule a consultation,
Come make me tell you about the things them way I want, sir. Back in the days when the dancehall used to warm, sir. When Clinton Lindsay used to bust them, make them go on, sir.
All right, as promised, we have a very special guest today. And my guest today is none other than the man, he's on fire right now, to put it calmly. He's on fire. We want to welcome to Reflections for the second time, Mr. Richie Stevens. Richie.
What go on, my brother, my brethren, my friend?
Yeah, you are on fire. Ouch! you are burning. How are you doing, brethren?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great, as a matter of fact. You know, blessed by the Almighty, and just keep on doing what I love. Yeah. And everything is going well. So I'm in high spirits.
Yeah. For the past year or so, you've been like leading the industry. From singles, I know you have your brand new album. I remember last year when you rediscover Ivan Sterling, and then you produce an album of your mom.
Yes.
And now you are here now with a new album and singles. What does it take? You've been in the business for many years. What does it take to maintain such high profile? So, you know, with the Ivan Sterling thing, your mom album, and it's just constant. What does it take?
The love of music. That is the first thing I would say. As I was explaining to Nigel earlier, that music is my fensic. Because when I was a child and my grandparents need any relief from illness, them send me to buy fensic. Right. So music is my fensic. I love music so much that I'm addicted to it. I want to write, produce, or sing, or perform every day. Right. You know, I have to find something to do musically. And one of my wishes was to have my studio in my backyard where I can just leave from the house and go to the studio. And I managed to accomplish that. So I work on music every day. I have loads of songs. Every time you hear me with a new tune, I have 1,000 more. You understand me? So I'm a workaholic too.
You're a workaholic.
Yes.
And one of the things I like with you are not selfish in your talent. You share it.
Yes, sir.
And the case in point is Ivan Sterling. And a lot of people gave you a lot of kudos for that. Why did you get involved? For those who might not be familiar.
All right, so a few years ago I went to Brazil. had a #1 song down there at the time, and there was a nice tour that set up for me. I went there, and the tour was going well, and everything. The people came out when I went on the beach in, I don't remember the city, I think Sao Paulo. There was like 7,000 people come out, and it was me alone on the show. They made some giant size poster. I've never seen them so big before, like from the ceiling to...
A few?
Yes.
Nice.
You know, so it was just very impressive, and I felt good. But the promoter was telling me about Yvonne Sterling. There's a Jamaican female singer. She's very popular down here, never been here before. That's what he was explaining. So that was the first time I'm hearing the name. I never.
So you never heard of her during
the
70s?
None at all.
Okay.
So that was that. Finished the tour, came back to Jamaica, and then a few years after that, which was the other day, I saw the name Yvonne Sterling fell on hard times in the newspaper.
Right.
I was there trying to struggle to remember where did I hear this name. Until I remember, I said, oh yes, Brazil. The promoter was telling me about the Yvonne Sterling. So I pick up my phone and call the promoter and said, tell me something, the singer that you were telling me about, the female singer, what's her name again? I said, Yvonne Sterling. He said, oh, you know that I'm seeing a story that she fell on hard times and blah, blah, blah. He said, oh yeah, wow, that's sad. Well, whatever you can do to get in touch with her and let us see if we can do a little fundraiser for her in Brazil, because they love her so much. So I said, all right, I'll try my very best. I don't know where she is. Never met this lady before. And then a few days after that, I saw Little Lenny in a clip. Was going in the pouring rain to Yvonne Sterling's house because he was expressing that he felt so touched by her story.
And her story was basically, she was rained out.
Flooded out. It was more than that. It was a lady that was suffering all along. So she used the opportunity. As a matter of fact, she didn't even reach out to the Gleaner. The Gleaner came in the community to do a story on how flooded out and how affected the community was. And she used the opportunity to say, I'm Yvonne Sterling, I used to sing, I had a hit back then, and blah, blah, blah. And that's how the story got picked up. So I called up Little Lenny and said, Lenny, you know that lady Yvonne Sterling, I'm trying to find her too. He said, Richard, may I go check her tomorrow? I said, all right, fine, because he went the day before. So we settle on a time, link up, and go check her. Clinton, when the lady saw me come, she was so happy.
Can imagine.
She was so happy. She run and she hugged me up and she did it and she cry and she sing and she do everything and say, you know, Land, I meet you, Richie. You're one of my favorite singers. I could feel it genuine coming out. So I explained to her why I'm there. I said, there's some people in Brazil that love you. She don't even know, so she big in Brazil. So I explained all of that and she said, listen to me, man, thank you very much and everything. So exchange numbers and everything and then we leave. Call the people in Brazil, they arranged the function, got some money, sent it to me, went back to her, presented the money to her, of course give her a little extra as well, and really make her feel nice. And I thought that was it.
Yeah, because during that time, the newspaper and the media carry your story with Little Lenny trying to help out this veteran singer that has fallen at hard times. So when the part of it where, you know, getting involved musically, that was a different, I mean, take it to another level. All
right, so what happened now, when I give her the money that day and she feels so happy and everything and everything, and of course we're gone our separate ways now. I find myself keep thinking about her to wonder if she's okay now or whatever. So we keep in touch. Then the condition of what she was living in, because the water, even though the water subsided a little bit, it was still puddles of water in her yard. So me and Lenny decided, say, we could give this lady some continued help. So we decided to rent a different place.
Okay.
So she can just move out of that swamp. Because only alligators supposed to live in that condition. It was just really high water.
Swampy, yeah.
So we put her in a place in Portmore.
So you got a new,
new
apartment for her.
Great. Put her there and we start, of course, now monitor her. And then she just loved sing. She loved to sing. Every time you see her, as much as she's suffering and so she ever sings. So me have to admire that. So Lenny was the first one that said to me, Richie, why not record this lady? I said, well, well, I don't know if I feel a vibe, man, because let's just help her in the best way we can.
Yeah, right.
I'm not even thinking about music. And then it requests for her to record.
So, right.
Just start hit me from all both. So I say, you know what?
You know what?
I can't deny her.
Yeah.
So I brought her in. I thought the best song to do at the time was "Thank You, Lord, for what you've done for me."
Exactly.
Yeah, perfect song for the situation.
Yeah.
So we did a cover of that, and nice. The world received it wonderfully,
yes.
and everybody embraced it, and we start thinking about album now and all kind of something. But unfortunately, she was so ill. She was going through a lot of medical conditions,
right.
you know, and she had a little drinking problem too, which we never really know about, you know, and thing. So she was probably doing that to cope.
Oh yeah, well,
you know,
usually they fall back on.
Yeah, so she had a little bit too much one night, and she got a stroke. And never recovered from it. Yeah, really sad.
Were you able to do other than "Thank You, Lord"?
No,
were you able to do it?
No.
So you have nothing more?
No more songs. We were
oh my goodness.
making all the plans, setting up the musicians, start selecting songs, start writing songs,
right,
and none of that never really did happen.
And this is what I said from the offset, that you are one of those people, as talented as you are, you share it.
I've been doing that from the beginning of my career, and I remember the first time meeting Bounty Killer. And as much as he was very young and vibrant and hot at the time, when we got together to do She's a Maniac, which is one of the big hits for the two of us, I realized his shortcomings musically. I'm gonna do some work with him and him realize that I was telling him the right thing to do musically.
Right.
Me and him turned bridging from there. And then after that, one of the biggest stars in reggae now, he came to me when he was nobody at all, and I started him after, which is Gentleman.
Gentleman,
yes, out of Germany.
Yes.
And a guy called Mighty Talga that never really made it as big, but he was doing well in Europe as well. So I've been lending my skills over the years to many developing artists. And it's something that I love to do because I think sometimes, you say talent alone is not much. Preparation. When preparation meets opportunity, that's when you get success. Yes. Yeah, so
your favorite mantra.
No, but it's the truth.
It is the truth.
Man. I know a lot of talented people that nothing never really happened.
Right.
Because no preparation went into play.
Right.
There was no development going on, you know, so it happened.
One of the things that I always like about you, and I say it, well, not in the last 10 years, when you make your videos for your songs, regardless of the song, you have the best locations. And I always say to you, you know, brother, you should try get some sponsorship from the Jamaica Tourist Board because you show, I always tell you that, you are showing places in Jamaica that not even the Jamaica Tourist Board show. When you're gonna make a video, who are some of the people you use, especially for that, for location?
All right, so
choosing location.
Every video that I do, first of all, audio visual is very powerful. When you have a good song and you're doing a video, they must complement the song. Must add something to the song.
Right.
Sometimes visual can mash up the song too, you know,
yes.
if the visual is not right.
Right.
Jamaica is one of the most beautiful places on earth.
Certainly is.
So we have the locations. It's just a matter of finding the location and spend the time to get it done. Because a man like probably say, me I go do this video, me I do it round Kingston. Because guess what now? Around Kingston, it will not cost me the extra money to go all the way to Portland to do this video. Because it's about twice or 3 times more expensive to go out of town, you know, because you're talking about a whole crew. To have them down there for the whole day, feed them, sometimes you have to give them accommodation too and transportation. So it make it far more expensive. But if you look at it, we're doing business. That expense will come back another time to me if we do the video right.
There you go.
So my latest videos, which is Valley.
Valley is like, wow.
Yeah, man, it's Frenchman's Cove. Down in Portland. We down at Portland.
Really?
Close to San, yes. And I shot the video there because in 1994 we did a Motown video called Legacy with me and my brother. And that location to me is one of the best locations around. So I always wanted to go back there.
Right.
So finally we decided to go back. And as I said, it wasn't easy, but we managed to pull it off.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we will pick up our conversation with Richie Stephens.
It's Flexx Friday! This Friday, the saga continues. This Friday's special guest is...
Here in my arms, here is where you belong. I can't go on, knowing that you're gone.
So come on down to 4340 North State Road 7, the home of nightlife entertainment. That's the Garden. It is Flexx Friday.
Come make me tell you about the things them way I want, sir. Back in the days when the dancehall used to warm, sir. When Clinton Lindsay used to bust them, make them want, sir.
Okay, welcome back to Reflections with Clinton Lindsay, my special guest, Mr. Richie Stephens. And before the break, Richie, we were talking about, you know, your videos. And one of the videos that really have me said, no man, I have to go to Jamaica. The video of Valley. Who chose those locations? Because they were like different locations.
All right. So as I was explaining, I wanted to go back to Frenchman's Cove.
Okay.
Frenchman's Cove. And so I said to the director, I would love to do the video in Portland. And he said, you know, I love Portland to Richie. So he started telling me now about other spots other locations. Right. So I said, I'll put it all together. But when he present the script to me, I know most of them locations there.
Right.
So we just decided to say yes. And we went to Portland and do the complete video in Portland.
Yeah. And my idea, is it a far-fetched idea that you should collect your videos and show it to the Jamaica Tourist Board? Your job, your contribution of selling Jamaica.
Well, to be honest with you, I wouldn't go that far because I know they're seeing it.
Yeah.
And luckily though, over the years, I've done a lot of work with them.
Yes.
So they've probably seen what you're seeing.
Okay.
Because one time I did Island in the Parks, which is to go around America and to promote Jamaica in a big way and to encourage people to come to Jamaica. So I've done that run before and several other things. So them see the same thing that you're seeing.
Now let's talk about your current chart topper, your current album, which I said to you several times since it was released, that it might be one of your, if not one of your best albums. And the album is Reverse the Curse.
Reverse the Curse. Well, I'm feeling so blessed because I've been hearing this from so many people that Richie, no disrespect, but this album is probably your best album. And I said to myself, whoa, usually at my age and my stage, people ready to put a tag, an expiry tag, because you've been in the game for so long and people have a way to say he has seen his best days. So if people are saying, no, this is my best work, I feel good. So to me, it's a big deal. I try my best to keep up vocally and physically and everything, and looks like it's working out. So
how long this album during the pandemic, you like everybody else had like a 2-year to artists to write, to produce and all of that. This was part of that period.
Definitely. We all had enough time on our hands to do what you love best.
Right.
You know, and I was doing a lot of reflection as well, as your show suggests. And I just decided to make an album that will be a real album. To sing about my life, to sing about my passion, my pain, my blessings, my everything, hard times, tough times. But most of all, to express that my faith in the Almighty. So it's an album with 14 inspirational songs, 12 original songs that I wrote and 2 of my favorite covers.
Right.
So during that pandemic time when everybody have time on their hands to do what they want to do, I spend my time, I write these lyrics from the depth of my heart. I spend time to produce the tracks, and I draw for some of the most talented musicians and singers to be a part of this album.
Do you think you're listening to an album like Reverse the Curse? Are you more spiritual now than 20 years ago?
Definitely. And the reason being is that I realize that I'm one of God's favorite pitney.
Oh, you realize that?
Because I've been through a lot of valleys. And I'm always overcoming. I'm always shining. Because I think the Father knows who I am. And I know who I am. So whatever may come, you just don't accept that.
Right.
You know, you have to have faith in the Almighty to do that. And when I say I think I'm one of God's favorite child, I am dead serious. I'm really believing that.
Based on your writing and the material you're putting out now, when you talk about reverse the curse, you're asking God
to reverse whatever curse. Therefore, if there's someone that wish bad for you or plan anything malicious against you, to reverse the curse. And the message is so clear and resonating with people. Because remember, we're going through a time that all kind of things happen, So people are finding the album lyrically very potent. Because I'm not asking people to pick up a gun and go over there and go defend yourself against someone. We're asking people to just go down on your knees and pray to the God that you love. The powerful, omnipotent God. To say, reverse whatever evil or malicious intent back in their way.
And when you perform that song, though, I see you have the tendency to go out into the audience. Even last night, and you're now here promoting, launching the album. I noticed you go, especially that song, you go into the audience. Why?
I love to connect with people. I think that going out in the audience is coming in from my North Coast schooling.
Okay.
I love to connect. I love to be close. Cause a lot of artists don't do that and don't like to do that. I like to do it because it brings a certain connection and closeness with me and the audience. And people love when I do it. You understand? I love to go out there and give the mic to people and they will sing a line and sing, and you can see the fun and the enjoyment. So it's just something that I've been doing for many years.
Were you surprised at the amount of views your video for Reverse the Curse got? You know, over 2.3 million.
Yeah.
And this is what I said to people. You don't have a major label backing you right now. This is all independent.
And this is why...
Explain that to us.
This is why when people saying this is your best work, and so I see truth in it, based on some of the things that is happening now. Because I've been in the game from 1984. I left school straight on the bandstand. My first hit was in 89. And that's close to 40 years. And some things that are happening now I've never experienced before. Now, Reverse the Curse just came out 2 months ago. And because of how it was expressed and written, people, I don't write the songs to personalize it to me. A lot of people have cursed the reverse though. And if you notice, I don't say me, I said you in the song. So suggest that people may talk to. So places like Brazil, that I mentioned earlier, had a hit song down there, and so they run gone with the song. They love it in Brazil. There's a school teacher that I met online, beautiful female, and she just played the song every day in her classroom to her children and explaining what it means. And I have the entire class loving it. They must share it, they must comment. And so the reason why this song especially is doing so well online is because many countries, England, Jamaica, here in the US, Japan, they all love it. So when you have a song that appeals to people all over the world, the views go up because they're all interactive.
Yeah, and then the comments are, I couldn't read all the comments, but there are comments there that people are saying why this song is an inspiration. It makes the day.
Daily prayer.
The daily prayer.
All of those wonderful things are going on.
Now, on the album, and like I said and other people have said that one of your best albums, there are tracks on it like that Afrobeat. Explain why you are recognizing the Afrobeat as it is now.
All right, so Afrobeat to me is what dancehall used to be.
Okay.
Feel good. The Africans found a genre that is tearing up the world because it feel good. We step away from the feel good dancehall into a style now that I don't know if people feel so good about it. To me, that's a kind of mistake because the new chopping, you know, that style. I am not saying that the kids should stay with foundation dancehall because you know music must evolve. And I learned that the kids now will not love what their grandparents used to love.
Yeah, I didn't like my grandmother's favorite songs either. So
there you go.
I understand that.
So the only constant thing in life is change.
It's change.
But I think we should get creative in our change to make sure that you keep elements of the foundation of what the music used to be, so that you can still produce music that feel good. Because when you listen to Afrobeat, for argument's sake, you just want to dance. And lyrically, they're saying some nice, pleasing things to the ear.
Right. Who you collaborated with on that?
Good Boy Elliott.
Elliott.
And Mario Chief. Good Boy Elliott is an African from out of Gambia, and he's the producer of the track as well.
Okay.
So it's not a diluted kind of, it's directly from the factory. Mario Chief, young and upcoming artist that I met lately. Love him style, give him a try, and him deliver very well. So it's just Richie Stevens, Born Blessed featuring Mario Chief and Good Boy Elliott.
And that track is for people that have the album, that's gonna get the album. That track is, the Afrobeat is Born Blessed.
Yeah, Born Blessed. And it's my next single. Matter of fact, we just shot the video for it. And
okay. No.
So you will see some more location.
But for me, the album not just, you know, exploiting the various genres of music, but you maintain, you did a cover of Tom Jones's Delilah. And you maintain the essence of Tom Jones, but at the same time, you added some little Richie Stevens style in that. This is your second cover of Tom Jones. Yes. Why you recognizing Tom Jones?
Tom Jones is a standard when it comes to vocal, to me.
Yes.
Two people, Tom Jones and Luther Vandross, is just teachers of the business.
Yeah.
When I was coming up, and I remember when I went to the North Coast and people like AJ Brown perform, and Ed Robinson too, as a drummer but a vocalist.
Yes.
I used to sit down and watch them Monday. As I was 16 years old, I don't know nothing yet. Green just I come from Westmoreland. And I said, boy, I hope that I'll develop the confidence to deal with it like them Monday. Because AJ Brown used to sing the same song.
Yes.
He used to sing Delilah.
Yes.
And when I hear the power and the range and the style and the control, I said, whoa. So I started learning to sing that song.
So it's a song you wanted to really put on an album for years then?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I just grew up singing it on the North Coast until we really get comfortable in delivering a song like that. And then we start check out Tom Jones' catalog and find out, say, you know, because his songs now you can get for practice hold certain notes and pray that it don't crack. You know, till after a while it becomes very comfortable for me to do it. You know, so the first song, well, it was not unusual. You know, produced by Steely and Clevie.
I remember that song.
That's years ago.
Yeah.
And then more recently, you know, I went to a karaoke. Big up Sophia. She have a little spot.
Hi, Sophia.
Yeah. And I went to a karaoke and she said to me, Richie, you remember my favorite song that you used to sing, man? Sing it for me now. I said, all right. She go for the mic, give me. And I sing the song in the bar. And trust me, Clinton, Jesus, peace. The people that want to get mad. And, you know,
you're so wicked. I love that cat.
That wasn't in there yet.
That wasn't in there yet. Okay.
So I performed the song and then Sophia said, Richie, why you not record a song there? You sing them songs so well, record the song.
And I agree. Thank you, Sophia, because I agree.
And I wasn't even looking into it at all. I said, probably one day, man. So just get out of the ease.
Yeah, right.
But then it started resonating in my head. Like, she said, why you not sing in the way she said?
Although, you know, considering you putting out an album, you know, you have 10 or 14 tracks. You know, can make one at a time, Jones, brethren?
All right, so the idea was to put on 14 original tracks.
Yes.
But me have a brethren named Biggie. Him always love when me cover one.
From IRFM?
Yes.
Hey, Biggie, respect.
And, you know, I say, all right, let me give it a try. So I call up Sly. Sly, the great Sly Dunbar, and say, Sly, like how I did call you up for She's a Maniac.
Yeah.
I'm calling on you again for another drum track. And I'm going to ask Linky to play on the track.
Wow.
Because it's Linky and Sly play She's a Maniac. You know.
Oh,
That winning combination,
yes,
20-something years ago. So to ask the same peer to do this Delilah, I said, Sly, please just give me one of them Shaka Demos and pliers. One of them pumping groove.
Yeah.
So in program the drum and create the beat and Linky go down and collide it up, and when the man them send it to me, I say, my gosh. Then
thank you guys.
then calling Benji from Rough Cut. I used to play Bloodfire and then play the bass, man, and when we hear the track, man, I couldn't wait to go sing. So this is the result of it.
Very good, very good. And to me, after Reverse the Curse, that's my favorite track. Tell us where we can get the album. It's available
on all digital platforms.
Right.
Distributed by Dubshot from New York and you can also get the hard copy.
Yes.
The CD is now available.
Right.
So please go and purchase this album, listen to it. Clinton, one of the reasons why I'm so proud of this album, there are some little things that I do to test. I've never had an album, a brand new album that I performing live and do 2, much less 3 songs from it, because you know people don't really like to hear too much new tunes. People want to hear classic and hits.
Right.
And I performed 7 songs from this brand new album.
Damn. That's very unusual in reggae.
Yeah, and to a lot of applause. Last night in Port Charlotte, I performed Stay Positive, which is one of your favorites.
Yeah.
And I sing the song and the people and they're quiet to listen to the song. And it's reached the end and say, did you like it? The whole crowd around. Yes. You know, so, and then Delilah, and then Reverse the Curse, and then Valley, and all songs that people know.
And one album.
Yeah, man.
When you leave here now, you have done your 3 dates in terms of your launching.
Yes.
Where you gonna go next? Could you tell us where and where?
More launch, because I'll be doing a lot of launches. The internet is very powerful, and we want to create content to promote the album on the internet. So when I do these launches, it's a nice way to promote it. I'm going back to Jamaica now. Then at the end of the month, we have another series of shows starting in New York, Connecticut, Boston, Philly, just to name a few, and even Guyana.
Nice.
We're going over to Guyana. You know, there's a big promoter over there who wants to do something special.
And I'm sure once you get to Guyana, they start to advertise. Trinidad gonna call, the Bahamas gonna call.
I think the Afrobeat song, Born Blessed, I think it's gonna be
It's gonna kick off first in Africa.
Potentially, I think it can be the biggest song on the album, based on the feedback that we're getting. Because remember now, Afrobeat is also a hot genre now. I love Afrobeat. It's created by my African brothers and sisters. I have reason to embrace it big time. It's a great genre, and I welcome Afrobeat.
All right. Listen, Richie, we could go on and on and on. I'm glad you were able to, you know, I know time is of essence for you, and I'm glad you were able to come in and chat with us for next time you come back to South Florida.
Give thanks. I can't leave without giving a special shout out.
Of course.
To some people. Boom Rich, who is also one of the producers on the album. Big up yourself. We just did a successful weekend of album launches. I want to big up my brother Ed Robinson. Shout out to Jonah Marie, who did the promotion. Well done. Fanso, big up yourself, Bridget. You understand me? And each and every one, Clinton Lindsay, I can't say thanks enough, sir. You've been an advisor, you've been a good friend and a brother to me over the years. And I appreciate it to the depth of my heart. 20 and Sandra, 30 of your brethren would drive me up and down all over the place. Big up yourself.
Tony. Respect,
Big up yourself, Tony. You know, so respect goes out to each and every one. Thanks to the public, the fans, for supporting me. Without you guys, nothing would be possible. So enough respect Blessings to the Almighty.
Okay.
All the time.
Richie Stevens, again, thank you, my brother, for passing through. And we will talk. We talk almost every day. Almost every day. All right, so we want to thank Richie Stevens for passing through. And after this break, we're going to get to the top 30, the New York top 30 countdown with TC right after this break.
It's Flexx Friday! This Friday, the saga continues. This Friday's special guest is...
Here in my arms, here is where you belong. I can't go on knowing that you're gone.
So come on down to 4340 North State Road 7, the home of nightlife entertainment. That's the Garden. It is Flexx Friday.
Hi, I'm yours truly TC from Flexx TV, and I'm here to present to you the South Florida Top 25 Reggae Chart Countdown, which is compiled by veteran broadcaster Mr. Clinton Lindsay. Now, this is how important this chart is. I actually break my podcast so I can actually do this today. Ladies and gentlemen, now here's a look at the 25 most played songs here in South Florida.
Checking in at number 25 this week on the chart, Bless Me by Derek Scott. Number 24, Love About You by Papa San. Number 23 this week, 10 Million by Ricky General. Checking in at number 22, Queen by Nadine Sutherland. Number 21, Close to You by Marcia J. Ball. Number 20, When You Love by Lucky D. Number 19 this week, Don't Let Her Take. Empress, Unique with Lutes in the Fire. Number 18, Mama Don't Cry by Kenya Morris featuring Webo Don. Number 17 this week, Plain Money Games by Terry Linen. Number 16 on the chart, 50 by Tanya Stevens with Patra. Checking in at the number 15 spot, Blessings by Benaya. Number 14, Peace of Mind is a Holiday by G. Cole. Checking in at the number 13 spot, The Tide is I by Julian Marley. Number 12 this week, Righteous People by Wayne Harmon. Checking in at the number 11 spot, Kingston Traffic by Naomi Cowan. And now, here's a look at the 10 most played songs on the South Florida Top 25 Reggae Chart Countdown. After spending 8 weeks on the chart, last week this song registered at the number 11 spot, moved one place up the chart to be your number 10 song this week. It's Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City by Ambalik on the Heavy Beat record label.
Ain't no love in Kingston City. There ain't no love in the country towns. There ain't no love, and it's sure not for pity. City ain't no love, nowhere to be found.
Last week, this song registered at the number 10 spot, moved one place up the chart to be your number 9 song. It is Save the Children by Ezra on the Taunts record label.
Hey, light, don't come shining again, 'cause all your rays display these days are pain and sorrow. Promises, keep your promises. I see no change, initiate for a better tomorrow. numb the pain inside, then maybe my heart wouldn't be aching so much.
After spending 16 weeks on the chart, last week this song registered at the number 5 spot, moved 3 places down the chart to be your number 8 song this week. It's Caliweed by the ATF Band on the ATF Music Production record label. This song peak position was number 1. After spending 10 weeks on the chart last week, this song registered at the number 9 spot, moved 2 places up the chart to be your number 7 song this week. It is It Still Good to You by Ed Robinson with Joanna Marie on the Reggae Global Entertainment record label.
It's been a long time since you touched me and made me feel that wonderful glow the way you do. It's been a long time since you held me and squeezed me, so I wonder what's gone over you. I don't know how to bring it up.
After spending 11 weeks on the chart last week, this song registered at the number 8 spot, moved 2 places up the chart to be your number 6 song this week. It is Jah Shall Wipe Away All Tears by Carleen Davis on the Glory Music record label.
Jah shall wipe away all tears from mine eyes. Jah shall wipe away all tears from mine eyes. When I go to Zion, my trials are over. Jah shall wipe away all tears.
Last week, this song registered at the number 7 spot, moved 2 places up the chart to be your number 5 song this week. It is I Need You by Audrey Rowland on the Surface record label. This song has peaked at the number 1 spot for 3 consecutive weeks.
No greater love I have ever known than the love that you have shown. You pick me up when I am down. You make me laugh when there ain't no clown.
Last week you saw the song at the number 4 spot. Guess what? It's still holding down the number 4 spot this week. Simply made it's your number 4 song. It's Don't Do It by Alton Lindo, Marcel Griffiths, and Freddie McGregor on the Ira Penn record label.
And the fullness thereof.
I'm sure this artist is very happy. Last week she was at the number 3 spot. This week, still happy with the number 3 spot. I'm talking about I'm Happy by Mary Isaac on the Isaaca Music record label.
I've been waiting for your love, my love. Get done waiting for your love, my love. Thank you, Lord, for sending love to me. I'm so blessed, I'm feeling so complete.
After After spending 14 weeks on the chart last week, this song registered at the number 2 spot. Still holding down the number 2 spot this week. I'm talking about Love Lost by Twiggy on the Flexx record label.
You have to prove you are the man and nobody can rule you. Like them are your mother. Either you don't give a damn or you just don't know how to treat a good woman. Then she gave you the book. Now you act like you're shocked and you're so victimized. Oh, the move make you looking at yourself, boy. It should open up your eyes.
And now, here's your number 1 song on the South Florida Top 25 Reggae Chart Countdown. After spending 10 weeks on the chart last week, this song registered at the number 1 spot, making it the 2nd consecutive week in a row. Your number 1 is Richard Stevens with Reverse the Curse on the Boom Bridge Production record label.
Some try to put a curse on people, cause them hearts full of evil. Tell them we say a God over devil. Yeah. Everybody sing along now. Reverse the curse to where it's coming from. Yeah. Turn it back as fast as you can.
There you have it. Number 1, Richard Stevens from his album Reverse the Curse. Hit the number 1 spot here in South Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want Reverse the Curse to remain at the number 1 spot, you know what to do. You know the assignment. Just continue to stream, call and request, and of course, purchase these songs if you want to keep it at the number 1 spot. Let's see if Richard Stevens can hold this one. Hey, guess what? He has proved us long before that he can hold the number 1 spot. For real, let me not say that. Congratulations, Richard Stevens, for having the number 1 song here in South Florida. Keep it locked. We'll be right back with the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 Reggae Chart Countdown. Welcome back. It's now time to take a look at the top 30 most played song in all the boroughs of New York City. It is the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 Reggae Chart Countdown, which is compiled by Mr. Clinton Lindsay. Now here's the 30 most played songs on the chart. We do have some brand new entries on the chart this week too, as a matter of fact. Coming in at number 30 this week, it's a brand new entry by Christopher Martin. It's called Guaranteed. Number 29. Another new entry, Playing Money Games by Terry Linen. Checking in at number 28 this week, Should I by Donna V. Checking in at number 27 this week, Every Time by Slashy. Number 26 on the chart, Righteous People by Wayne Orman. Number 25, 50 by Tanya Stevens featuring Patra. Number 24 this week, Love About You by Papa San. Number 23, Glory to His Name by Turbulence. Checking in at number 22, For Tonight by D Major. Number 21 this week on the chart, Diamonds in the Sun by Tanya Stevens, Della Marley, and Diana King. This song peak position was number 1. Checking in at number 20, Loyalty by Mikey General. Number 19 this week, Pump Blood by Turbulence. Number 18, Bless Me Still by Derek Scott. Number 17 this week on the chart, Butter Bread by Michael Rose. Number 16, Queen by Nadine Sutherland. This song peak position was number 2. Checking in at the number 15 spot, Without Love by the veteran Ken Booth. Number 14, Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City by Amber Leak. Number 13 this week, Always and Forever by Leroy Smart. Checking in at the number 12 spot, Jah Shall Wipe Away All Tears by Carleen Davis. This song peak position was number 4. Number 11, Groovin' by Winston Francis. And now, here's a look at the top 10 most played songs on the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 Reggae Chart Countdown. Checking in at number 10 this week, this song has been in the chart for over 9 weeks. Last week it checked in at the number 13 spot, moved 3 places up the chart to be your number 10 song this week. It's Missing You by Sunshade.
What did I say to make you mad? Say to make you mad. Girl, what did I do to make you sad? Tell me, baby. Girl, what did I do to make you blue? Tell me, darling. See, I can't believe that we are through.
Holding down the number 9 position this week. Last week, this song checked in at the number 10 spot, moved 1 place up the chart to be your number 9 song. It is Nothing Can Justify by Kalia on the K-Licious Records label.
Nothing can justify taking away control from a little girl to satisfy. You dirty little junk, nasty, disgusting parasite.
Last week, this song registered at the number 5 spot, move 3 places down the chart to be your number 8 song this week. It's Mama Don't Cry by Kenya Morris featuring Webodon on the Morris Entertainment record label.
Mama, don't cry no more, no more. All sacrifice to keep her son alive. Why, oh why does he have to reach to this? All these leaders are enemies, rolling down in the street. Why?
Last week, this was your number 8 song, move 1 place up the chart to be your number 7 song this week on the chart. It's Kingston Traffic by Naomi Cohen on the Glory Music Productions record label.
Don't let them run you over. Stand up and fight back like a soldier. Distract your vision with them skyscrapers. Oh yeah, first in line to reach the border. I want you, I want you, I want you. So make the singer tell you.
Checking in at the number 6 spot. Last week, it registered at the number 7 position, moved 1 place up the chart to be your number 6 song this week. It is Don't Do It by Upton Linda, Marcia Griffiths, and Freddie McGregor on the Ira Penn record label. Last week, this song checked in at the number 6 spot, moved 1 place up the chart to be your number 5 song this week. It is I Need You by Audley Rowland on the Surface Records label.
No greater love I have ever known than the love that you have shown.
Last week, this song registered at the number 4 spot, still holding down the number 4 position this week. It's The Tide is High by Julian Marley on the Manum record label.
The tide is high, but I'm holding on. I'm gonna be your number 1. I'm not the kind of man who gives up just like that. Oh no.
This song is no stranger to the chart. It registered at the number 1 spot for 4 weeks in a row. Last week, it held the number 3 spot, still holding down the number 3 spot this week. It's Richard Stevens
on the Boom Rich Production record label with a song entitled Reverse the Curse.
Some try to put a curse on people, cause them heart full of evil. Tell them we say a God over table. Yeah. Everybody sing along now. Reverse the curse to where it's coming from. Yeah. Turn it back as fast as you can. Ooh, cause Father God, you know their malicious intentions. So send it back to center and mash up their plans. Yeah.
I told you this was one to watch. It's been on the chart for 15 weeks. Last week it registered at the number 2 spot. Still holding down the number 2 spot this week. It is Collyweed by the ATF Band on the ATF Music Production record label.
I see the people shadow through the window in the evening on a Friday night. I see the flicker of the glare of the red glow telling me everything's alright. Makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine of my mind.
And now, here's your number 1 song this week on the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 Reggae Chart Countdown. After spending 16 weeks on the chart, last week this song registered at the number 1 spot, making it the 3rd consecutive week in a row your number 1. It is I Care About You by Xanadu on the Mind Searchers record label.
Sometimes I feel so alone, baby. I call your house, but there's no one at home. Taking up soul and my pride. I'm reaching out, but there's no one inside. You know it doesn't feel right when I look in your eyes.
There you have it. A brand new number 1 this week on the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 Reggae Chart Countdown. It's by Xanadu, and the song's entitled I Care About You. Now listen, Xanadu, I haven't heard from this artist in a while. And of course, that's to show you that it's like riding a bike. You just can't get out of your system. Congratulations, Xanadu. You don't know you have it, my brother. You care about the people, so you give them the number 1 song. Hey, guess what? That's my time right here on Reflection with Clinton Lindsay. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Clinton Lindsay Official, and you can always watch us live Wednesdays between the hours of 5 and 6 on flexfm.online. That's my time. I'm out of here. Until next week, stay blessed while we continue to reflect.
I say that I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Money they come my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Alright, success I come my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. When you look at me, you will know that I am blessed, I'm blessed. I know that surely goodness and mercy always follow me. If you know my story, you'd accept the glory. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nobody can stop my greatness. Preparation and skill that's priceless. My struggles, they strengthen me. My haters encourage me. When they doubt me, that's when I go hard. I am favored and chosen by God. When I say that I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Money they come my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Success will come my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. When you look at me, you will know that I am blessed, I'm blessed. I know that
protect my soul. When the Eden them try get me, find my way back home. And when bad mind them envy, give me strength to guard my throne. Oh, cha-cha, find my way back home. I'm blessed. Tell them me not deal with stress, I'm blessed. You know, sister, it a fill me basket. God love we, but we grow roughly. See the eaters, them a see no much in the front seat. Oh, jeez, what I did when everybody know me. Used to broke like that, no one not your cheese. Car on the highway, Benz, no keys. I'm BLESSE.
When they told me that's when I go hard, I am favored and chosen by God. When I say that I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Money them on my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Alright. Success will come my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. When you look at me, you will know that I am blessed, I'm blessed. I know that when I say that I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Money them on my way, I'm blessed. Success will come my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. When you look at me, you will know that I am.
Okay, thank you, TC, for the countdown, and congratulations to Xanadu, second week at #1 in New York City, and congratulations to our special guest, just walk off the set, Richie Stevens, just taking over this South Florida #1 spot. Until next week, that's it. Until next week, you take care of yourselves, and don't forget to check out Reflections with Clinton Lindsay right here on Flexx TV. Take care.
Come make me tell you about the things them way I want, sir. Back in the days when the dancehall used to warm, sir. When Clinton Lindsay used to bust them, make them want, sir. Whole heap of artists Clinton bring come up America. Some never know say Clinton Lindsay a promoter. Bring up the biggest set of artists from Jamaica. Like Super Cat and Mr. Early be the doctor. Whole heap of artists love of them, me can't remember. Who can remember when them used to keep Jamaica? The kind of show that used to give out of awards to reggae artists around the world and from Jamaica. New York City where him used to do the radio.
I say that I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Money they come my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Alright. Success will come my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. When you look at me, you will know that I am blessed, I'm blessed. I know that. Surely goodness and mercy always follow me. If you know my story, you'd accept the glory. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nobody can stop my greatness. Preparation and skill that's priceless. My struggles, they strengthen me. My haters encourage me. When they tell me that's when I go hard, I am favored and chosen by God. When I say that I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Money they come my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Success will come my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. When you look at me, you will know that I am blessed, I'm blessed. I know that.
Oh, Father God, you bless me. You guide and protect my soul. When the Eden them try get me, find my way back home. And when bad mind them envy, give me strength to guard my throne. Oh, cha-cha, find my way back home. I'm blessed. Tell them me not deal with stress, I'm blessed. You know, sister, it a fill me basket. God love we, but we grow roughly. See the eaters, them a see no much in the front seat. Oh, jeez, what I did when everybody know me. Used to broke like that, no one not your cheese. Car on the highway, Benz, no keys. I'm BLESSE.
When they told me that's when I go hard, I am favored and chosen
sent by God. When I say that I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Money them come my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Alright. Success come my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. When you look at me, you will know that I am blessed, I'm blessed. I know that when I say that I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Money them come my way, I'm blessed. Success come my way, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. When you look at me, you will know that I am. Thank God I'm blessed.
M Mortgage LLC. Home ownership made easy. Why, you may ask?